In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, BROWNS on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. But through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in the sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep.
Yo, what's going on, family? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. On this Sunday evening, it's good to be able to come to you once again. The only thing I ask that to do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and also hit that notification bell to let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Tonight, we're getting ready to talk about Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. Getting ready for training camp. We want to see how this thing gonna go and what our thoughts are, how it gonna play out between Joe Flacco and Shedeur Sanders as the Browns QB1. And also, we're gonna talk about Shedeur Sanders down there in Tampa Bay. Then we're gonna switch over and talk about Travis Hunter out there at the Jacksonville Jaguars. And at the end, we're gonna talk about the Colorado football team with Coach Prime looking like he's getting healthy, looking like he's getting ready to get back because he only had about a couple more weeks, family, and to start their training camp up. And then also we're going to talk about the job Coach Swayze, the head man of the strength and conditioning program, is doing right now. So chat, y'all hanging out with us tonight. We'll be here for an hour. All right. We appreciate everybody who's tuning in right now. All right. Let's bring up the man of the hour. That's Coach Dre. There he is right there. What's going on, Coach Dre?
What's going on, B Watts?
What's going on, Doctor?
Chilling, man, chilling. Glad to be here. Another Sunday. Talk sports with the fam.
All right. Let's go and get this thing started. We ain't gonna hold them long. We ain't gonna hold everybody long. We're here for about 55 more minutes. I think JR out of town, out of country on vacation with the family. I hadn't heard from him in a couple days, so I think he out of town. But let's get this thing started. Uh, we know the Cleveland Browns situation so far going on right now. They got total of 5 quarterbacks with Deshaun Watson on the roster still, and we know they got Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Joe Flacco, and that's why I want. That's where I want to anchor down right now. Let me know, Coach Dre. Let me hear your opinion. What way can Shedeur Sanders be QB1 before or going into game one? What are some things that he'll have to do and show to be QB1?
Oh,
Shedeur Sanders
basically,
only.
he just got to go in there and do what Shedeur do. We can't worry about nobody else. He got to know the playbook. He got to know the calls. And he just got to be himself. He can't be over anxious to try to prove himself, because sometimes when you push yourself like that, you might sometimes you might do stuff that you're not normally doing. He just got to be himself, be confident in his game. He's already shown that he's a top level quarterback in the college level. The only thing I think he's missing right now is just learning the playbook, learning the speed of the game. Uh, Everybody's gonna get a fair shot, and I ain't gonna say that everybody's gonna get a fair shot, but everybody gonna get their shot, and we got to take most of you got to take most of your advantage of every snap that you get. So every rep that you get, you gotta make sure it's a good rep. Now I'm not saying that he won't have bad reps, but we gotta have way better. Our pros got to outweigh our cons, and then we just gotta go in there and show that leadership that he's already shown. And I think that's the biggest thing. That's his biggest key is you already see what he's doing in that city. And again, if I'm that ownership, if I'm uh the coaching staff, I'm putting these other quarterbacks at a disadvantage. If Shedeur goes out here in training camp and shows that he's the best quarterback, and you trot somebody else out there, because the first interception, the first bad play, the first anything, you gonna hear we want Shedeur. You gonna have more 12 jerseys in the stands than than any other number than maybe Miles Garrett. So all I want Shedeur to do is be himself. I don't want him to change anything. He's already shown in the mini camps and the OTAs what he can do. So he just got to go in there and be himself and just believe and have faith in what he's been taught. Uh, and I don't think any of these other quarterbacks have been through things that Shedeur had to go through. They've just had to play quarterback. This guy has been put through the ringer. He's been through the trials and tribulations. I keep telling y'all, everybody loves the rainbow. You get to the rainbow, you got to have a little rain. So all I want him to do is continue to do what he's doing, just perfect that playbook, get in there like he normally does, where he can learn that playbook and be able to audible out of calls and things like he's used to doing. And I think Shedeur Sanders will be just fine.
Okay. All right. Also, Joe Flacco. He's a vet. I understand it. He was there in 2023. Uh, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, MVP quarterback, back when he was playing with Ray Lewis. Then he bringing experience. He know the playbook. What kind of advantage does Joe Flacco have over the room?
I mean, that's basically it. It's just he just has the advantage of being a vet, knowing the ins and out of the NFL. Uh, he knows the Cleveland Browns playbook. He played in 5 games. I think he won 4 of them. So he knows the ins and out of the Cleveland Browns right now. To me, that's the only thing that he has. Uh, he's on his last leg. He's just a vet. Uh, I don't think Flacco has stayed healthy through any season these last few years. Uh, so the only thing that he has on Shedeur is that he knows the game, he knows the playbook. But besides that, there's nothing more I can think of that he besides he's a vet and he knows the Cleveland Browns playbook. I think Shedeur has a better arm. I think Shedeur just plays the game a little better. But you hear coming out of Cleveland that right now they're high on Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. So I don't know where Flacco stands in that room. Uh, but I know that the guys there they like Joe Flacco because he led them to wins, and that's the biggest thing when you're talking about NFL. Guys want to win, and whoever can get them to
Right.
W's is the guy they want. And Joe Flacco has shown in Cleveland,
Right.
especially in a place like Cleveland, that he can win. So that's a big advantage that he has some guys in the locker room who rocks with him, who knows that he know the playbook and know he can get it done. It has been shown that. So like I say, besides those things, I don't know anything else. And then he has great characteristics. I've never really heard about Joe Flacco throwing guys under the bus or being a bad quarterback. So I just think he's that's the only thing. Right quick. Hold on, be white. Talk right
Right.
quick. I gotta go run right quick. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, Coach Ray. Want to say hello to people's in the chat. My dog, I love CC is in the building, and I appreciate you, Mr. Miami. What's going on? I see you. I see you. There I see what's going on. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Trey Ivor, what's going on, brother? FD, what's going on? Patrick Williams, you okay, bro? Man, appreciate you for rocking with me once again. May, what's going on? How you feeling? I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Miss Phyllis Smith is in the building. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Timothy Isaac, what's going on? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you tonight. Appreciate you for rocking with me. Miss Kimberly Nash Williams, what's going on? Don't forget, July the 5th. July the 5th. July the 5th. July the 5th. It's Ladies' Night with Miss Phyllis Smith. That's Saturday. That's Saturday, July the 5th. That's the lady right there. If you're a lady, you want to be a part of the broadcast, you need to contact her, send her your email, and she'll get everything to you. All right. July the 5th is Ladies' Night. It's their second show. They had a hit on their first, well, this is their third show. It'll be their third show. Their first two shows was a hit. Y'all supported them, and we'll do it again. All right. I'll be in the chat. Me and Uncle Steve and JR, like we always do in that chat room for them. All right. Coach Ray, once again, you hit on something. The locker room. Joe Flacco been there. He played 5 games with him. He won 4, he lost 1, as you said. And I agree. I did the research on it. Now, when you look at the locker room, they still looking at Joe Flacco, like you said, they want to win. But they also seeing this young dude, Shedeur Sanders, out there performing, out there doing what he's doing. Even though I know it's just been Rick and minute count, OTAs and mandatory minute count. But if he does the same thing that he's been doing at training camp, at the 2 scrimmages against Philadelphia, against Carolina, then he go into the first 2 preseason games and still out there throwing almost 80% of his passes completed. The locker room, as you say, is a key. You still think the locker room won't what they had in the past and Joe Flacco, even though he's 2 years older, or would you want Shedeur Sanders as that QB1? Even though he out there putting out there and he's still a rookie.
I mean, that's what it all boils down to. That locker room and what you doing. It's what have you done. It's a what have you done for me lately business. Again, like I told you, it's guys in the locker room who saw that Joe Flacco can win. But if Shedeur Sanders goes out there and shows you that he can get it done, there's nothing to talk about. Again, this is just my opinion. I don't believe Myles Garrett signs this big contract if he doesn't believe that they're gonna bring in a guy like Shedeur Sanders to run the offense. I believe Cleveland has a pretty good, decent defense. We just need some guys on offense that can get it done. So if Shedeur goes in there and does and does what he's been doing, I think people don't believe this because they don't want to hear it. When Shedeur got to Jackson, he wasn't handed the football job. I don't care what nobody tell y'all. He wasn't handed the job. You can go back and watch it. It's on YouTube when that COVID season, Shedeur couldn't play. But it was 2 quarterbacks there that had ample opportunity to show Deion Sanders and this coaching staff that they could play quarterback at a high level and that Shedeur was going to have to come in here and beat them out for the job. They didn't get it done. And when you at the end of that season, you see the coaches and the players say it's time to move on. It's time for the Shedeur Sanders era because we giving these guys ample opportunity. That's the same thing I think that's going to happen in Cleveland. We're going to give these guys ample opportunity, but understand that Shedeur Sanders has been through this. He knows what it looks like, and he's already winning a lot of those guys over. All you gotta do is open your eyes and not talking, just listen to these other guys talk and how they talk about Shedeur Sanders, and you get the answer you want to hear. So that's why I say I don't want him to try to do nothing different, try to change nothing, or try to appease nobody. I just want him to go in there and do what he's been doing, being accurate, completing passes, not taking a lot of risk. Cause I can care less what people say. Oh, Shedeur just dumped the ball off. He checked down, whatever. That's fine with us. As long as he getting completions, moving the ball up and down the field. Again, it has been shown before. The Seattle Seahawks had paid Matt Castle millions of dollars. to come in and be the
Mm-hmm.
quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. They went out and they drafted Russell Wilson, thinking, hey, he gonna come in, play behind this guy a few years, and we have our quarterback of the future. No, that ain't what happened. Russell Wilson, he just came in, did his job, ended up winning the locker room over. Coaches, hey, and what I'm saying is this guy was getting paid like $56 million to be the quarterback.
I know.
And
You right.
hey, the Seahawks and the they didn't care. I'm playing the guy that gives me the best chance to win football games. And if Shedeur Sanders gives us the best win, and again, this is the one thing that's different from NFL to college family is those coaches don't have a lot of say. So when a guy like Stefanski, he doesn't. He on the hot seat. If he don't win them first 5 or 6 games, they could fire him.
Right.
And in the NFL, he's not they say all be all. General manager, president of football operations, and that owner has the final say. And they can tell that coach, hey, this is what we want to see. So at any point in time, this owner can say, hey, I don't care what y'all talking about. I write the checks. This is who I want to see. And so that's what it comes down to. And like I say, a guy like Stefanski, he know he needs to win. So whatever I see in training camp with my 2 eyes, if Shedeur Sanders is my best chance of keeping my job, that's who I'm going with. I'm sorry, Flacco. Sorry, Pickett. I'm sorry, Dylan Gabriel. I'm going with Shedeur Sanders because that's my best chance to win. I'm trying to keep my job. And if that's what you're trying to do, I think that's what you better do.
But you hit that right on, Coach Ray. That's exactly what I would do. I gave that example about 2 weeks ago. The same thing that happened right there at Seattle, Russell Wilson. That's how I believe this is gonna go down. Now going into training camp, Shedeur gonna be at the bottom of the depth chart, I believe, because you're going it's finna get real. He's supposed to be there. He the fifth round draft pick. They brought in Kenny Pickett first, and then they signed Joe Flacco, and then they went and drafted Dylan Gabriel. And the coaching staff gonna have to give him a try. They got to give him a try to be fair about it. But like you said, if he go out there and kick butts, hey, ain't nothing nobody can say, ain't nothing the locker room can say, ain't nothing the owner can say. Say, hey, I gave him a shot. They still were humming around at 45, 49, 50% pass completion. Shedeur, he equal. He just like he was at Colorado, 74%. He came up here doing training camp, 77%. And he going out there and doing this thing now. So the question is, I got to you right now. I want to see how you think about it. They gonna try to push Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel out there first. Which one you think gonna outshine each other?
Um, I'm just not a Dylan Gabriel fan. I just think he was a great quarterback in college. I think he was a great system at Oregon. He hasn't showed me much. Just straight up and down quarterbacking. Uh, Kenny Pickett, it was a first round draft pick. People don't let that fool you. He was a
Right.
first round draft, and so I believe, and he has played in the NFL system before. So I think he's probably gonna get the leg up. Like you say, I do believe that they're gonna try to push Dylan Gabriel out there because he was the third round draft pick, and we got to at least give him a chance. We can't look like we just looking over him. But I think in my book, I think Shedeur already has shown he's better than Dylan Gabriel in the rookie minicamp, OTAs, and things of that nature. Uh, and you don't see Dylan Gabriel working out with guys like Shedeur is working out with guys. Again, that's character. That's what people want to see. People want to see what you're doing when the lights ain't on. When the lights ain't on, what are you doing? When the coach ain't standing over you, are you still working, or do I got to tell you to go work? Do I got to tell you to do this and this and that? Now I'm not saying that Dylan Gabriel's not doing that because I can't speak for that. I just know that ain't nobody said it, and I've heard more than one player come out and say, "Oh, Shedeur done hit us up. He
I
trying to
agree
do
with you.
this. He
I
trying to
agree with
do."
you 100%.
He done stayed. He done stayed out there and threw the ball. He the first guy in the room, the last guy to leave. He's been coached to be a pro, and I don't know what else that he can do. Uh, but this is what I'm gonna tell people, man. What God got for you for somebody can't nobody take it. These people can talk. Y'all stop wasting y'all energy going back and forth with these people. People gonna have their opinion, and that's great. I promise you, it's great. It's understandable. But understand that what God has for this young man, can't nobody take it away. Can't nobody steal his joy. Can't nobody steal his shine. Okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and that's cool and that's understandable. But this kid has been built for this, and we gonna be just fine. He just gonna have to earn it again. I believe he gonna go into training camp maybe number 3. Think he'll go into number 3 or number 4, whichever one we go in. But by the end of the training camp, we'll be 2 or 1 for sure, with no doubts in my mind.
Yeah, I agree with you too. I think going into the end of that preseason game, I believe they're gonna be on made a decision. The end of the first game of the preseason, decision gonna be done made. I would like to make the decision earlier, but there's a lot of pressure on Kevin Stefanski. He got to get this right because I think this going into his about 4th or 5th year. He got to get it right, like you said. At any time, bro, anytime that owner come down and say, "Hey, this ain't going right. This ain't where I'm going. I'm trying to build a new dome. These folks done granted me $600 million. We got to go another direction." And
And
it ain't just the
also,
head coach. Yeah,
listen,
they're gonna be that general manager too, bro.
listen. This what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think these people don't see the money that this young man bringing to their city? It ain't been like that since LeBron James. The Cavaliers are winning basketball team right now. Hey man, we can't be mediocre. And this man he putting money in the seats, putting money in people's pockets. These people didn't this hey, let me just ask y'all this. When they signed Kenny Pickett, I mean when they picked up Dylan Pickett and when they picked up Joe Flacco, they hadn't approved no stadium yet. Y'all think that just happened for no reason? Y'all think that just we gonna get a new stadium now? Yeah, okay. They'll tell y'all it's been in the works. It's been this year. It was in the works, but y'all ain't did nothing for us to be happy about building y'all no stadium. All of a sudden, the city of Cleveland is ecstatic to build them a stadium. So sometimes I tell you, you just gotta read between the lines. That's what the old people always told me. Sometimes you don't have to. People say a lot without saying a lot. Just look at what they do,
Right.
and their actions will show exactly how they feel and exactly what they think is going on. So just look at what's going on in Cleveland and how they moving. You don't move like that. You don't push nobody like that if you don't believe that he's gonna be a star. He's gonna be the guy. You get what I'm saying? If this was the case,
I
the
said,
NFL,
hey, I just did a show on that. I did a show on that. I said, ain't no way in the world they approved that. When the Senate approved that, they had to give them a plan. And I'm sure when they gave them that plan, Shedeur Sanders' name was in that plan, and them numbers that he done generated so far was in that plan.
it had to be. I mean, it's like I say, man. You can't take what this young man has done, and even with what people have tried to do and tried to slander him, you just can't do it. But again, one thing we know, these people about making money, and whatever can make
Right.
them money in sales, that's what that owner about. They can tell you they want to win the Super Bowl and they want to do this and they want to do that. They want to be able to make that money and be able to generate. Because, like I said, you still paying a lot of money. You just signed Miles Garrett to a huge contract. You still owe Jashaun Watson a lot of money. Jerry Judy gonna want some money in a minute. And after 4 years, Shedeur Sanders gonna break the bank. So, you got to generate that money, and so that's what you got to do. But he just got to keep working and block
Yeah.
out all the noise right now for these next. You got probably about 2 more free weeks. They probably got because the rookies have to report earlier than everybody else. So he probably got about 2 more weeks before he got to report to camp, and then it's go time for him. And I think he's gonna show the world what he really made of.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, got about 2 more weeks when that training camp start. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, you're right. All right, Coach, I want to move on from there. Let's talk about Travis Hunter down there in your state, in the state of Florida. How you think things gonna turn for Travis Hunter this year? Think have a good season? Think he's gonna be in the running for rookie NFL Rookie of the Year? What's your thought on Travis Hunter?
Hey man, these guys down here doing great things. I'm talking about off the field. I mean, they ranting and raving about him in Duval. The stories the stories that they talking about, and then there's more stories of Travis just riding around the city, just seeing kids out working hard and putting in work and just stopping and giving them stuff that he got in his car, giving them shoes and giving them stuff, going into the inner city, the places that people told Travis, "Hey man, don't go there, bro. This and this." Travis didn't want to hear that. Travis down here in Duval doing great work on the football field. He showed you what he's gonna be him. Uh, the Jaguars kept their mouth closed, and they're doing exactly what they did, what Colorado did. Y'all didn't notice that he played offense all minicamp, and then that last little bit of the OTA, they threw him over there on defense. And what he did, he went over there and got an interception. The same thing. It's the same thing. I believe he's
Yeah.
gonna be rookie of the year. I think he's gonna be rookie of the year strictly because you've never seen a guy play offense and defense like that since Shedeur Sanders. But I think Travis gonna take it to another level of playing offense and defense. But again, it comes down to this guy's just blessed. He not, and he's not trying to outdo himself. He not trying to do stuff for 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 clicks and likes. Man, he doing stuff out the generous of his heart. And those people in Jacksonville love him. You better not touch Travis Hunter and Duval. Them people might hurt somebody, man. But it's just great to see. The Jaguars are excited about football again because their stadium they're another one. Their stadium been empty a lot. It's been empty a very lot.
Right.
Nobody
Oh
was
yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to Jaguars, but now people buying season tickets. You're gonna see a bunch of 12 jerseys in the stands. But he's gonna be electrifying. This coach, he a new coach, so he know he tied to Travis Hunter. He know what he gonna be trying to get him the football on offense. He definitely gonna be trying to get him the football on offense, and I just think it's gonna be big things for him. I believe he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. Uh, I don't think it's a better rookie uh,
And if,
coming out right
and
now.
coming out this draft right here. Yeah.
Out this draft right here. So
Yeah. Him.
I'm just excited for him. I'm excited for him to be home, uh, and for him to, like I say, for him to do what he's doing, the stuff that he doesn't have to do. He's doing stuff that he doesn't have to do, and that's my
Right.
biggest thing is and touching these young men's lives, the young people lives, going into the community. Like I say, the people say, "Hey, Travis, don't go there, man. You can't go over there, man. Them boys, you know, Duval can be a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? People don't say Duval for nothing. It can be a dangerous place at times, but that doesn't stop him. He's going to the place and he's shining lights on kids that maybe don't get the light shined on them like they should.
Right.
And I'm just happy. Like I said, I think he'll be rookie of the year because what he doing on the field is lights out. He doing the same thing he did at Colorado, folks. He played offense all rookie minicamp. He didn't play no defense. The regular OTA, he played all offense, but the mandatory OTA, right at the end, just like Dion said, like Dion did, right at the end, they let him go over there and get a little defense, and all he did was get an interception his first day over there on defense. Travis Hunter is a different. He a once in a lifetime athlete, and the Jaguars and the state of Florida happy to have him.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Like I say, I like his energy that he brings. Look like he's real happy now, man. Look like he's free. He can be himself. Anytime you got an owner that accepts you, you got a new general manager, you got a new coach, they accepting him. You know, it's good to be wanted. They traded up to get him because they let you know they wanted him, and not just saying it, but they showed him, hey, bro, we wanted you. We know you want to play both ways.
The big
And man, when somebody tell you and just show you they want you, oh man, that's a burden off you, bro.
it's a burden off you, and the one thing you know is that Travis felt good about is everybody kept their mouth shut. Everybody cut their mouth
Yeah,
shut. The Jaguars was in and out of Colorado. Hey, how y'all do this? How y'all do this? They talking to the trainers. They calling Coach Prime. They doing this. They doing this. Coach, how you got to treat his body? How did y'all get him to do this, this, and this? Everybody in that organization kept their mouth shut and said nothing. Nobody was even thinking about the Jaguars except for I came on here and said, hey, I just feel like the Jaguars, and that's because it was the people in Jacksonville were talking, but they weren't talking out loud to anybody else. But like you say, just like with anything in life, You can tell somebody you love them, but when you show them you love them, it's something different. You can tell somebody you care about them, but when you show them you care about them, it's a little something different. So, and that's with anything in life.
Yep.
They showing, they talked about it, and now they're showing that hey, we're not trying to confine you to be one way player. We're not listening to what the people saying in the media. This and that. We actually showing you that we care about you, and we want you to succeed. And we want you to succeed in this area. And we want you to succeed in this area. And
Yeah, your sign went out. Your sound, Coach Ray. Yeah, like I said, I like Travis out there, man.
you got
Like I said, the owners don't like him. Yeah, I see you now. I hear you now. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I like Travis out there. Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question about Jaguar, the quarterback. How you feel about the quarterback, Trevor Lawrence? He been
I
struggling
mean,
since he been out there.
no, he had a great first year. He struggled last year. He got hurt. So this is your make or break year. Again, when you a rookie quarterback, your biggest thing is to get to that second contract. Uh, Now when you got the likes of Travis Hunter on offense, you got ETN in the backfield. We got some other good young receivers out there. I mean, his leash gonna be real short. His leash gonna be real short. People gonna be real impatient with him if that offense don't get to going, and you'll start hearing people talking about a quarterback next year if he doesn't do what he needs to do. But I got faith in him. If he's shown that he can be a good quarterback, he got a good head on his shoulders. Uh, he been working real hard down here. But again, like I say, he got to show up. He got to show up because most of the time you could say, "Hey man, he ain't got nobody to throw the ball to. He ain't got this." But that is not going to be the case this year. He got it. Like I say, he got a good running back. The offensive line, they done tried to fix it a little bit, so it should be a little better. So and their defense is good. Their defense is real good. I like the way they defense play. So they just gotta come out here and play good football, and I think they'll be all right. But he got a real short leash. This will be his last year in Jacksonville if he don't get it done.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, let's move on. Let's go stay in Florida, Tampa Bay. Hey, my dog down there. But hey, he went to Subway, ran into one of his fans, boy, buckified. Hey, Shiloh got to be the talk of Tampa Bay right now, Coach Ray. He got to be.
Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it, man. That Tampa Bay is kind of closer to Fort Myers, closer to where his dad's from, and there's a lot of people down there. So that name rings bells. But again, Shiloh being Shiloh, and that's what I like about him. He ain't changing. He ain't changed himself. I know I hear a lot of people saying, y'all gotta remember Shiloh didn't play for his daddy his whole life. Shiloh, even in high school, he played for another high school 1 year before he came back and
Right.
played for Dion. Then he went to South Carolina his first year out of school and played for somebody else. So he knows what it's like to play for somebody else. Uh, but he's down here working hard. These people love him in Tampa, uh, because again he's out and about. He's out amongst the people. He ain't just trying to stay in the house. He ain't just trying. He's trying to get out and see what he can see and get to know the city. And Tampa Bay, they crazy about football. They crazy about sports, and they winners. Right now they got the Stanley Cup in their city down there in Tampa. So they want to get back to the Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. So he understands the assignment, and he's really doing it. He's working really hard. They're getting ready for training camp now, and I think Shedeur Sanders gonna make that team. I think he'll be running with the tools when they first come out with the secondary, and I know he gonna do his thing on special teams, kickoff, uh, punt return, and stuff like that. I really expect for him to be out there. You see what the defensive coordinator said. You see what Todd Bowles said. That guy got extremely better because Coach Swayze was there to help all of those guys. Now, those guys went out, and some of those guys they went out and they used the other trainers and guys they knew, and that's good to them. And no knock on them for doing that. I love them for going back home and using the guys they know and stuff like that. But Swayze, Coach, that was another one of the big reasons why Coach Prime brought in Swayze to help them boys get. And you can see what he's done with Shedeur Sanders. Uh, and just another guy that Swayze gonna be able to say, hey man, look at what I did with this guy. They told me this guy wasn't gonna be this, he wasn't gonna be that. And the biggest thing is he got with Coach Swayze to get all that strength and conditioning. And he stayed with his guy Robert Livingston, the guy who had been in the NFL with all that experience, learning how to play the safety position, learning what calls that were going to be made, knowing what was going to happen in that secondary because Livingston had been in the NFL for 12 seasons and he worked his way up. He knew it was going to be a tough road to hoe. So you got to give it up for Shiloh for following the process, trusting what his dad had laid out for him, and doing it the right way. Again, when you honor your mother and father, like the Bible says, you will be rewarded. That kid did it in every single way, and so I'm excited to see what he gonna look like out here with Tampa. Tampa has a good defense. Got another good safety back there in Winfield. And he kind of done took Shiloh under his wing and showing him the ropes, making sure Shiloh knows the playbook, know the calls, and know the schemes. So very excited for Shiloh this year. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. He's gonna make that Sanders name look real good.
Yeah, I agree, man. I like the way he's working with Winfield, man. Got a little bit. He working with Antonio Winfield right there. Yeah, he working with.
They call me Buckified. They call me. I'm not even gonna lie, you Buckified is what they call me. No champion. Look at that outfit. They call him Buckified Bird. I got inducted at the Hall of Fame in 2017 as a super fan. Well, you're gonna be the steal. The steal. You're gonna be the steal. This is the steal, baby. This is the steal. We stole Shiloh. Well, I'm telling you what, we stole it. They gonna bring back that in. I'm telling you what, can't nobody stop us. Back to back to back to back to back, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Can't nobody stop us. We got Shiloh. Shut down, lockdown, baby.
When I walk like this,
shut down,
you know what time it is when I walk like this.
Shut down, lockdown, baby. Buckified.
You're a good man.
Yeah, man. Buckified.
When I first saw the video when they sent it to him, I said, damn. That looked like Coach Dre in that hat when he threw that hat down. I said, damn, Coach Dre and goddamn Shiloh out there done made a movie. Hey, Buckified hell, man. He hell, boy. Shiloh got the city going crazy, man.
Yeah, and tell me when you seen that from a guy that's been an undrafted free agent. You name somebody that somebody getting that kind of buzz, an undrafted free agent. Nobody. It only can be a guy, the last name on the back of the jersey. And people have watched. One thing about these people in Tampa, they watch football. They want good football. They done had a lot of bad football.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They done had a lot of bad football. So they want good football, and they know what the good football look like. Turn on Shedeur Sanders tape. You know he plays good football. You know he hard hitting. He gonna come down and do his job, and he gonna do it to the best of his ability. And so they're excited down there in Tampa to have Shiloh. I think he's gonna do big things, and excited to see what training camp, how it comes about. And like I said, I think he's gonna start off probably running with the twos, and then he'll probably be on most of the special teams because he that's what he did at South Carolina as a freshman, a true freshman. Played on kickoff return, and punt. So I think he'll be able to make the. I'm not worried about him making the team. I'm pretty sure he'll be on the football, make the Tampa Bay.
Right. So when you look at that division, also they in. When you look at the division, they in, man. They in there with Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, and the Carolina Panthers. Who to say? That division toss up.
It's always a toss up. It's gonna come for that division. It always comes down to who has the best quarterback, and whoever usually has the best quarterback in that division ends up winning. And so right now, that's why they feel like Tampa has the best chance to win because Baker has turned the corner. People feel good about Baker. New Orleans don't have a quarterback right now. The crowd is still out on Bryce Young and to see if Bryce Young can turn it around. When you get benched, that's a hard thing to come back from. But I wish that kid the best. I hope he comes back and plays good. My boy Jimmy says he looking good. He like the way he throwing the football. So, but it comes down to whoever has the best quarterback in that division. That they normally win. So that's what I think it's gonna come down to.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like I say, I think this is gonna be Bryce Young better year because he got some receivers this year. He got some young, quick, tall, big, athletic wide receivers. Something he didn't have in the past, man. They had them old guys, man. Them guys were slow and didn't have no good offensive line. Then Derek Brooks went out on injury reserve. That kind of hampered their defense. So I look for big things from that quarterback this year. Like I say, looking forward to seeing Jimmy Horn perform, Shiloh, and the Atlanta Falcon quarterback too. He's in that division. I want to see how all three of them going to perform this year. Well, let's move on from there and talk about the what I want to talk about. Oh yeah, Coach Prime health. Been showing pictures of him. He's on the porch holding his grandkid. It's good to know that Coach Prime is getting his strength and his health back, and it's going to be interesting to see where he. I don't want him to rush it back, but going to be interesting to see when he's going to get back up there at Colorado. What's your think on Coach Prime health?
I'm just again, man. You know, when it comes and people forget about that, and people ask me all the time, why you love Prime so much? Why it's always hey, this man done been through the struggles. He done been through the ringer. And y'all talking about football. The reason he wins at football because he went in life. He puts priorities where they need to be. And why he always tell you my staff strengthened me because he ain't got to be there right now. You know why? Because he got a great strength and conditioning coach. He got a great offensive coordinator, a great defensive coordinator, a great support staff. But I'm glad to see him up and moving around. I didn't think nothing was gonna hold Prime down. When you got God on your side, you can't never count a man out. And so I just think he was taking his time. And another thing, I just think he wanted to be out of the because he got tired of hearing, oh, he trying to conduct the boys' business. He trying to still run Shiloh and Shedeur business from the house and trying to. So hey, it ain't nothing nobody can say. These boys been doing this thing on their own. And big shout outs to Bucky. Big shout outs to Bucky for being there with his pops, staying down with him, staying there in Texas, not leaving, not running all over trying to film this and film that. Because at the end of the day, family is way more important than anything you got going on, man. I tell y'all that all the time, man. If you got something going on with your family, man, get it right. Not get it right. You ain't gotta be wrong to get it right. You ain't gotta be wrong to get it right, cause trying to get it right after they gone, it ain't gonna make you feel no better. It's gonna probably make you feel worse. So make sure that you love on your loved ones while you have the chance. And I just DeAndre as well, bringing Snow there so he can spend time with his grandfather, know his grandfather. Again, people, y'all think it be about money and all that other stuff. Kids really don't really care about that. They care about seeing people, knowing that they love, knowing that they cared about it. And I'm just glad to be able to see those pictures of him with his grandson, enjoying life, getting healthy. And I know he's chomping at the bit to get back up here to Colorado. Like I say, I'm pretty sure he'll be back up there in the next couple of weeks, getting ready for fall camp because they can start on the 28th. 28th of July is when they can officially start fall camp because it's the same day that we can start fall practice here as well. So I think I'm just like I said, I'm just glad to see him up and moving around, uh, healthy, looking good, and feeling good, and spending time with his family and putting, like I told you, when you put God first and family second, the other stuff always falls into line. And Coach Prime shows you that every time.
It does. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And also, the character Shedeur and Bucky, and also Shiloh. Saw what Yo Yaya said. He asked Shiloh, say, "Hey, why you gone? Let me borrow your car." Shiloh let him borrow his car while he was gone. And today he was driving in, and he posted over there on Instagram. That just show you the kind of heart that Shiloh is, and Shedeur and Bucky. Like I say, Coach Prime did a great job with his kids, man. You can't knock him on that.
Again, that's what I be trying to get people to understand. Y'all think them kids really care about all that stuff. They really don't. They just do it because they like to do it. They don't really care about it. Because, again, they know they can't take that stuff with them. This is just material things. You see how Coach Prime gives stuff away and does stuff. Like they're not materialistic people. They never have been. That's just what people want folks to sell and want people to believe. But he's never been that type of guy. You see how many shoes he sends out and gives away, and like you say, you
Right.
see what Shiloh did. Hey, y'all, and cause Coach Prime was telling y'all, man, y'all around here lost. You know, Shedeur and Shiloh gone. He ain't got no ride to go nowhere. Hey, now I can go
Yeah.
where I need get where I need to go. But that's like I say, that's what character is. If y'all want to know what character is, when you looking for character, what they doing for these still helping guys down in Colorado and things of that nature, man, you can't beat it with a stick. And that's real brotherly love. That's real character. And let you know that Coach Prime is still there. Hey, yes, it's okay. It's okay to help people. Again, I told you to be God. Didn't God say anybody can be great? And then when he asked, when the disciple asked, what does it take? He said, you got to be willing to serve. A lot of people, that's why they can't be great, because they ain't willing to serve. They want to serve themselves. They want to look at themselves, and they're not willing to serve others. The Sanders wasn't raised that way, and you got to be proud with the way Coach Prime. You see Pac-Man, and that's what I'm telling you when you was talking about people that love you. You see Pac-Man Jones show up down there to fish with him, and hey, I'm coming to see
Right.
about Pop. Travis Hunter took time out of his schedule to come down here and check on him to make sure that's what
Michael
makes
Irvin.
football as a football coach. That's what it's all about. I told people that's what you coach for. That right there is what you coach for. Not for the win. Yeah, you want to win, you want to do all that, but that's what you coach for. To know that you done touched young men's lives like that, to where when they think something going on, I'm coming back to see about him, make sure he all right, make sure his family all right. That is what character and what growing boys into men is, and Coach Prime should be saluted for that.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't touch a lot of people. And that's why they came back to see him. But like you said, you got Michael Irvin. He canceled what he did. Just go out there and check on him and everything. You know, you like stuff like that. You like to see people when they down and out, somebody come and check on you, man. That means you live a good life. A lot of people hearts in a special way. And Coach Prime is a special guy, man. The Big 12 need Coach Prime. The college football, Nick Saban gone. They need something. They need Coach Prime, man, to somebody to look up to and to compete against. Because he drive the needle, you know. I know that everybody didn't like Nick Saban, but hey, everybody, the one who didn't want him or like him, they wanted to beat him. They wanted to measure their coaching ability against him. So the next person in line is Coach Prime, even though he ain't won the Big 12, even though he ain't won the championship, but his name alone, and I'm sure every coach out there want to out-recruit him, beat him, and everything, so it can go on their resume. Coach Prime that drive the needle right now in college football. He just is.
I mean,
And right now, like you said about...
go ahead, B.
No, go ahead.
No, what I was saying was, when you talk about college football, you can't talk about college football without talking about Deion Sanders in Colorado.
Right. Yeah.
Every week, they on TV every week. They pushing out great young men. You don't never hear about they guys getting in trouble. And like you say, Nick Saban ain't here. You need a face of college football, and if you tell me that Kirby Smart to face of college football, I'll take that. If you tell me right now that the Ohio State coach to face of college football, I'll take that. But after you get to them two names, I want to know who else you're talking about. You get what I'm saying? You can talk about Stark, you can talk about Dan Landon, want to, but they're not doing what Deion Sanders is doing. And pushing the needle, and that's I hear everybody say, "Oh, he ain't doing nothing special." Yes, he is. You don't hear about nobody. You don't hear about stuff going on in his program and other programs, because right now, if it was, they'd be talking about it, because they want to take the light off of Colorado and Deion Sanders. You know, every time North Carolina do something, they try to push it. Oh, Belichick doing this, Belichick doing, because that's what they want. They want Belichick to come in and be the face of college football, but it's not
Right.
gonna happen.
He ain't got it, man. He ain't got it no more, man. It Coach Prime. Coach Prime been a talk of football ever since he been at Jackson State.
Ever since he been at Jackson State.
Ever since they been at Jackson State, he been the talk of college football.
When you get college game day to come down to your school and do that Good Morning America and things of that nature, and then the biggest thing is the culture that he started with these black African American head coaches. You've had more black African American head coaches than you've had in a long time. And again, if you don't believe that he believed that or that God spoke it to him, you go back to his news conference when he left Jackson, when he talked to them boys, and when he got to Colorado, when he said he had to do this because I had to take this job because it's guys that they trying to keep out. Because this guys has been trying to be head coaches. They just was keeping them out because they could, because they didn't have the cachet and they didn't have the backing that Deion Sanders had. You couldn't keep Deion out, but you could keep these other guys out. And now with that, Deion is doing it and he's winning. That's great. Now Eddie George, he went to Tennessee State, he winning, and now he got a promotion to Bowling Green. And you got Charlie Ward down here at FAMU. You got Willie Simmons, who I think in a few years will be a big time head coach somewhere else at FIU. And so he's just knocking the door. You got Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick. Terrell Buckley down there in Mississippi. So it's just great to see what he's done. Him speaking it into existence, and then going out and doing it and showing that it can be done by these African American coaches. And I'm so proud to say that he's doing that. And like I say, to me, he's the face of college football, hands down.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about what Coach Swayze is doing up there. He getting them guys in shape, big dog. He getting them in shape, man. When I look at Barnes, I don't see the fat, lazy person that I've been seeing since he been there. And I see him in shape. He compete in those drills, running. He ain't complaining. He ain't been over no trash can no more. And when you look at Big Jaheim Otis, when you look at Takif, I think that's the name, Takifa Thomas. When you look at that offensive line, Big Jordan C, man, he say he came in at 360. Now he down at 320. Boy, you can't. Only thing I can say, Coach Swayze, man, he just got him right, man. They wasn't looking like that last year, Coach Drake. That's all I'm saying. I know you're a Florida boy, but they wasn't looking. Coach Mo did it, what he can do. You only can do what you know how to do. But when he brought Coach Swayze in, boy, he done changed the atmosphere. He done changed everything in there for the off-season program. So what you think how the job Coach Swayze is doing right now for Coach Prime?
I mean, he's doing a fantastic job. And like I say, that's not to knock Coach Mo, because I think Coach Mo is a great strength and conditioning coach. He's down here at FAMU doing great things, and I'm so proud of him. But Coach Mo has that championship pedigree. That's something you can't teach. His writing is on the wall. He can show you that when you do this, this is the results that you're gonna get. When you do this, this is the results that you're gonna get. I'm so impressed with Barnes, Otis, Big C, and all of the linemen. Those are some guys that I'm very impressed with. All the way around the line. When you look at them linemen, they big but they solid. It ain't just like they just heavy set, out of shape linemen. They don't look like that. They in shape. They running. You saw Seaton in that running drill. Oh man, he's the guy. Like you say, you like what Big Barnes and what Otis look like. And then the thing is, they holding each other accountable. They're holding each other accountable. They're not letting you. Hey, people lying on the ground like hey man, get up. Get up. We got to finish this. You can fall out after we finish, but you're gonna finish this run. And when again, Coach Sway knows what it's supposed to look like. If he tells you ahead of schedule, because if you don't believe it, guys, go back and watch the 30 for 30 U Part 2, not the U Part 1, but they talk about the Michael Irvin and the Warren Sapp years. But the U Part 2, that's when they show the Ed Reed and Clint Potus and those guys. And you hear them guys say, hey, we didn't really need the coaches for practice because we governed ourselves. We all the coaches really was there to do was, you get what I'm saying? And that's what you're seeing now.
Right.
Is that these guys governing themselves. Hey, what you finna do? You can lay down here? No. Get up. Lean on me till this whistle blow, and then you take back off and run again. That's what we doing. We ain't finna cut ourselves short. And that's how I feel so good about these young men, because they're holding each other accountable. They're not leaving no man behind. And that's a great way to feel. You got to give Swayze a great credit. And then he's put together a great strength and conditioning staff. Got those two ladies out there working hard. One of his former players.
Yeah.
The way they're working and doing their thing, man. I'm so proud of the way he's pushing these young men. And like you say, Swayze don't really have to talk loud. He carry a big stick. Like he told you, if you have to do extra, it ain't on me, it's on you, because you just ain't do something you were supposed to do. And say it's the little thing, details. It's the little details. And you got to have your right foot up. If your right foot ain't up, you wrong. You got to have your left foot up. If your left foot up, you wrong. You get what I'm saying? So it's just, and again, it's proof in what he's doing, and he can show it. When you got 5 Hall of Famers that swear by what you have done, I don't know what young man, like I said, I don't know why you wouldn't want to come to Colorado. You got to give me a heck of a reason for why, besides the bag. Now, I know if somebody offering you $500,000 to $1 million, 2, 3, okay, I see why you're going to that school for the bag, but is that really getting you prepared for what you're trying to do? In life, you got to get prepared for where you're trying to go. A lot of y'all just taking this because, and you're not being prepared, and then when you get to the destination you're trying to get to, you're not prepared. And now you got to go back and figure out how to get prepared, because you just been going off your talent. And that's the one thing. And another guy I've been impressed with, Timmons. Every time I've been watching them videos, Timmons out front. He working hard. He look in great shape. Same thing with O. Same thing with them receivers. The new guys. I like the energy that these young men are bringing, and that Coach Swayze is bringing. Like he told them, y'all let y'all turn back on the music. That's cool, but understand that the music don't make us. We gonna make our own music. Mm-hmm. People gonna wanna. You get what I'm saying? And that's like I told you, it's not about if you're talented enough. It's about the mindset. You can have all the talent in the world, but don't have the best mindset, and you're not gonna succeed. You just because you're just playing off talent. You're not really dedicated to this. And so you see these boys is dedicated. Now you see everybody posting the videos of them out here on their off time right now, on these off weeks that they got before they got to report back, still working. Because you know when you get back to Sway, it's gonna be running going on. He gonna find out if he worked or not.
Right.
He gonna find out if he worked or not.
He gonna show up.
So it's gonna show up if you did or didn't. So you got to give this man all his flowers for what he's done. I think he's gonna be the main reason for Colorado winning the Big 12 this year. We really look back on it.
Yeah.
Because now is when you win football games, family. This is when you win football games.
Yeah.
You don't win football games in fall camp. That right now is when you win football games, because you will quit on some of this stuff. When you get out there and you're running routes and running plays and doing that, you know, it ain't no conditioning really going on in that. But now you lifting weights, you're running, you're doing that. This is where you win football games at. And right now, Colorado put themselves in great position to be a Big 12 champion.
Okay. Hey, we want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts, along with my dog himself, Coach Dre. You want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight. That's Coach G. I see you, big dog. Miss Debbie Garcia, Wild Dog FD. I love CC, Wayne Hood. Miss Fat, what's going on? I see you. Appreciate you, Miss Debbie, Diane Brown, Trey Ivory, Reverend Nelson. What's up, brother? How you feeling? Good to see you. B. Riches, what's up? I see y'all. We see y'all. We see you. Miss Kimberly Nash Williams, we see you. Trey Ivory, I see you, brother, and I appreciate you tonight. Miss Phyllis Smith, Jabbar, what's up? How y'all doing? We appreciate y'all. Really do appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. $34. Appreciate you. I see you, big dog. Chad Griffin, once again, appreciate you. Michael Lockhart. Appreciate you tonight, man. Coach Dre, let's end this thing out in about 3 minutes, about 4 or 5 minutes, talking about your son and the way we can help him in his football season. You give us the information. Help everybody chip in to help Coach Dre out for his son. At Coach Dre will give us more information about it. And if Rod the Man Media can put his cash app down there in the chat, or if Coach Dre just let us know his cash app, and we'll support Coach Dre in any kind of way I can. Okay, Coach Dre, give us the information that we need, bro, before we end this show.
Oh, family, we have a fundraiser every year, so it's a calendar fundraiser. I've been having a lot going on, so I'm a little behind the 8 ball. But so every day, what it was it's a calendar. Every day you're supposed to get somebody to donate that whatever day it is, they can donate that amount. And then if somebody just wants to donate money to you, they can just donate money to you. In high school, you have a fair share now. It's getting very expensive for the state and FSA to fund high school. So now you have to ask players not actually to pay for play, because they can't stop you from playing if you can't pay it, but they ask for a fair share. So we got to raise $200. So I have a calendar. Like I say, so what you can do is you can send the money to Rob. If he put his cash app down there, or if you have B Watts cash app, you can send it to them, because I don't personally have a cash app. They'll send it to me through my mom. My mom has a cash app, so I just don't like putting her cash app out there because it's my
They're
mom.
going to cash out right there. Let's send it to one person. We'll just send it to
Okay.
Rob.
So y'all can send it.
Let's send it to Rob. Everybody send it to Rob. Just keep it to Rob. Send it to one place.
We'll send. You can send the money to Rob, and Rob will send it to me, and we'll get it. Like I say, we're trying to get him to $200. If we get over $200 or whatever, it'll still go to Eastside Football. We'll give it to some other kid. If you can help us out, we'll greatly appreciate y'all help. Y'all have always supported me and always showed love to me and my guys. We getting ready, like I say, just like Colorado, we'll report on the 28 star football practice, but it'll go towards David's fair share, which is $200. Again, I appreciate all the help, all the prayers, and all the support that you guys have shown me, especially those first ladies. I love CC, Missy, Willa, and all the ladies, Miss Debbie Garcia, Miss Kimberly Nash, all Miss Crystal, all of y'all, Miss Val. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Like I say, I'm back. And better than ever. Sometimes God put you in a place for a reason. And like I tell y'all all the time that before you can get to a rainbow, you got to go through a storm. And it really wasn't a storm. It was just a little minor shower. And we got through it, and I'm back and trying to get things back in order for myself and for my guys. Because like I say, I know my purpose in life is to bless these young men. And I'm steady blessing it. If anybody in here from church today, we want to thank Compassionate Outreach Ministry, Pastor Miss Dennison, for all she did for our guys today, blessing the young men, feeding them. But like I say, we try to take our kids to church every Sunday during the summer, trying to get them to know God. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's bigger than football. It ain't just about football. If you just coaching football to coach football, you in the wrong place. But again, that's what we're doing. A calendar. Y'all can send it to Rob, and Rob will make sure that I get it. And like I say, I appreciate B. Watts for everything he's done for me, always standing by me. Uncle Steve, J.R. Boxer, and especially my brother, Rod the Man Media. He's always been there anytime I call, anytime I need, so I appreciate it. You want me to end it, B. Watts?
Yeah, go ahead and end it, brother.
So like I say, man, we appreciate y'all coming by. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, man. Y'all decided to stop down and hang with me and B. Watts. B. Watts doing a great job now. He done retired. He can go 2 times a day, and y'all check him out in the mornings at 8 o'clock, and then in the evenings at 8 o'clock. Except I think on the weekends he go at 9. Y'all help support my guy. He been doing great work, and you gotta give him his flowers and applaud him for what he's doing. Staying positive. It's hard to stay positive when people always throwing dirt and people always doing the wrong thing. But stop giving them negative people y'all energy. Stay focused. Pray for one another. Stay prayed up. Stay blessed up. And like I told you, anybody can be great. Because all God asks you to do is to be willing to serve. Anybody can be great because all God asks you to do is be willing to serve. And like I always say, if I send no ships out, no ships will come in. And if there's no contest, nobody can win. Games can't be won if they haven't been played, and prayers can't be answered if they haven't been prayed. I am your man, Coach Drake. That is my brother, B. Watt. Well, it's been another Sport Talk with B. Watt Sunday. We'll see y'all next Sunday, and God bless.
All right, appreciate you, Coach Drake. Y'all have a good night, family, and thank everybody for whatever you do for Coach Drake. We appreciate you highly for doing that. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. You know I always appreciate each and one of y'all for rocking with me. You haven't let me down so far, and I don't think you ever will. Once again, I want to thank y'all. If you don't mind, go and watch the replays of each video that I have done that you might have a miss, and I appreciate it. Run them numbers up over there, and I'll be grateful to do that. Miss Kimber Nash Williams, what's going on? Miss V, let me go talk to my chat. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you. Don't forget, please don't forget, July, next Saturday, ladies' night. It's ladies' night. It's ladies' night. Next Saturday at 9 o'clock p.m. Contact Miss Phyllis Smith. Make sure she got your information so that you'll be able to come on with her if you would like. All right? So let her know. And we appreciate y'all. Ms. V, I appreciate you tonight. Who we got? Wayne Hood, I appreciate you. David Pascal, appreciate you tonight. Mr. Fat, what's going on? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Just appreciate you. I really do. All of you. TC, what's going on? Appreciate you for rocking with me tonight. Appreciate you. Wild Dog, as usual. Appreciate you, brother. You can be doing different things, and we got you. We take care. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jabbar, what's up? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Tim Isaac, man, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Diane Brown. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for rocking with Sports Talk. Coach G, appreciate you, man. You know I do. You know I got to come out here and let y'all know how much I appreciate you. Miss Shepherd, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. FD is in the building. Man, I appreciate you. Just appreciate you. I really do. I'm grateful. I'm grateful y'all take out the time to come over here every day just to rock with me. All right? Just want y'all to know that. I'm grateful. I really am. I really am. Striving to be the best, and the only way I can get there with your help. Nelson, always want to appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you for rocking with me. No, I do. I do. Lockhart. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Lockhart. Appreciate you. Everything that you do. Everything that you do for Sports Talk will be Watts. Wouldn't be no Sports Talk. Will be Watts without Coach Prime allow me to talk about him, his son, his team, and it wouldn't be no Sports Talk with B. Watts without you all in this chat and the ones who don't say anything in the chat, just tuning in and watching. Well, if you like the show, well, if you like Coach Prime or not, BD, I appreciate it. I just said I thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Miss Robinson, what's going on? How you feeling? Appreciate you, Miss Robinson. To you. Southbound, I'm grateful. No, I'm grateful that you take out the time to come over here and hear what I got to say. I really am. I'm grateful. I'm just telling y'all I'm grateful now. I'm grateful. Graylin Isaac, appreciate you. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all the best. Don't never let nobody tell you that you're not. I'm letting you know you the greatest. You the best. All right? You the best. Y'all the best.
Hey, Salo, they call me Bucket Five. They call me Buckified. I'm not even gonna lie, you Buckified is what they call me in the champion. Look at that outfit. They call him Buckified Bird. I got inducted at the Hall of Fame in 2017 as a super fan. But you're gonna be the steal. The steal. You're gonna be the steal. This is the steal, baby. This is the steal. We stole Silo. Well, I'm telling you what, we stole it. They gonna bring back that in. I'm telling you what, can't nobody stop us. Back to back to back to back to back, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Can't nobody stop us. We got Silo. Shut down, lockdown, baby.
When I walk like this,
Shut down,
you know what time it is when I walk like this.
Shut down, lockdown, baby. Buckified.
You're a good man.
I'm Reggie Hughes, man, from Tunica, Mississippi. Just transferred from Jacksonville State, and we're finna do some good stuff for the Buffs this year. This man, Trey Walker, 5-star, freshman, linebacker. Here go a real dog. We call him JB, but his real name Jeremiah. He don't want nobody to know that. Hey. We got a man baby over there.
Hey, that's Hope.
Real man baby.
Big K Saul here. The biggest.
And we the ones that crush weight. Look at everybody else, boy, and look at our boy. We crush weight over here. Sean Myers, new transfer from North Alabama. He on that. We finna stand on all the business, must get stood on. My feet hurt.
He grew up putting TRT in his baby formula.
He grew up drinking muscle milk before he even got breastfed. Texas boys don't need talk. We were born in the weight room.
I'm gonna put something on this back this year. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that one. Hey! Somebody's gotta do it, Red. Somebody's gotta do it. Come on. There you go. These my boys, man. They gonna protect me. He's my bodyguard. He's my linebacker. I'm just gonna say it. Baby, man. Come on. Don't let that drop. Come on. Yeah, we made it. Same thing, other way.
Why you just say he'll round me up, bro? Ready? Yeah, come on, ready. You still got it though.
Hell yeah, man.
You might could be Coach Prime in a race.
I'm gonna woo for Shiloh.
I got it straight out for you. The what? Woo! Dang! That does get loud.
Nature boy, here. Shiloh. Woo!
What's up, man?
If you want something in life, you're gonna have to give some stuff up, man. If you want to be great, I don't want to talk about other people being better than what we are. In my heart, I'm telling you right now, I feel we can be one of the most and one of the best teams in college football right now. So how you attack stuff really tells me how good we're gonna be. Because remember, between us and us, outside of here, it's gonna be new people coming in trying to impose their will and their goals They pray like you pray. They do everything. So I'm just trying to tell you, shortcuts ain't gonna get you to the top. They pray too. They pray too. So I hope you know that. Like, don't think, well, you know, Lord, please give me the strength. And then you think like everything's good. Like, no. Lord say, no work it, no eat. Go to work. We gotta work. We gotta earn every step, everything.
Maybe it's my algorithm, but I see Shiloh and Shedeur more than I've ever seen any undrafted guy or fifth-round guy on social media in the history of Instagram, Threads, Twitter, X, whatever it is. Like, those dudes are everywhere.
Y'all gonna stop talking about Cleveland. Y'all gonna stop talking about Cleveland. We still got Shedeur, arguably the best quarterback in this draft, and he headed to Cleveland, and he loved Jesus. The family is saved. Send him to the Word Church, DI. We'll take care of him. We got him. Let's go! Go Browns! Go Browns! Ah!
His 12th touchdown catch of the season.
Are you practicing to practice, or are you practicing to be great? Which way am I going?
Next bus coming, you on the way.
I just want to tell everybody, you know, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.
Who else wants some? They say my D-line didn't exist. Bullshit.
It's my favorite thing.
It's time to get nasty. It's time to get nasty. Let's go.
That's the Heisman Trophy right there. Would you like to win that tonight?
I'll tell you what, let's see if I can sneak out of here with it now.
I wanna put on